Hi, YouTube family. So, I'm coming to you today a little bit more centered and aware than the last 2 days because I've just been making food. Today, I'm not making food, I still have pizza from yesterday that I'm not showing you because it is still in my freezer. But the pizza turned out great yesterday. Again, I did actually just put the dough into my pan with a little olive oil, and then I did add all the favorite ingredients, mozzarella cheese and bacon and little veggies and oregano and then I cooked it on the stove on high heat, the pizza dough, just for the little crunchiness, And then it went for 15-20 minutes into the oven. And that's what I loved. That's what I loved. Mm. And and then I froze it. It's actually nice frozen too. Like it's not annoying at all. So I am not very spiritual today. I really tried to rest deeper yesterday, but I feel like it's very stressful outside, and anyways, I'm not really that grounded. But I will be taking a nice bath today again, and I found lots of new music and all, so I'm quite happy about it. And I hope the stars are aligning and I can finally move to my new home in the city that I've not found yet. So fingers crossed. I'm a little late. I actually wanted to be there July, so it's already mid of July, and I'm very annoyed actually. So I hope it's gonna work out great. And yeah, so I'm not so much about anything specific today. I'm just a little bit chatty. It's just a not so spiritual chattiness, probably not so interesting spiritual tips and tricks, but just maybe something comes up. But other than that, I'm just gonna rant for 10 minutes and then I've streamed for today and I'm good. And I actually want. I plan to um I plan to um start my workbooks in the new home. Probably in summer after a little while, once I've rested and nested in, and then I'm looking forward to a very writing filled winter. I just have more good ideas for the books and for more books. I'm probably gonna write quite a bit of workbooks. I really want them practical. I'm not getting deep into theory about things. I'm gonna be very straightforward, a little overview, a beginner's guide, and then after that, I'm gonna deepen a little bit on for different topics who I think are still very interesting, and I'm always excited to learn while I'm writing because I'm gonna research a little bit, I'm gonna read a little bit, and I think it's very inspirational being on topics like chakras. Is for me a very inspirational topic because it does really help me ground into topics. Like, for example, solar plexus is a little bit of about self-realization as well as also confidence. For me, that's a major topic, but other people they have different themes. But that's a little bit solar plexus work, and solar plexus is obviously interesting as an overview. Just is connected. It's like under the heart and over the belly, and then is connected to another gland that I forgot, and it's your power center. So as a yogi, I'm used to using it to center me and to ground me into more upward spine and alignment. And so it did help me get back into my body when I had trouble staying centered and mindful. I really strengthened my connection to my solar plexus and to my belly. And I also did a little bit of belly exercises to have a good core. And it really helps me, like also breathing slower, very mindful, and it's just very potent work, and it's so easy understandable, and it's not one of those deep teachings. I'm a little bit onto the path. I'm reading currently about deeper about feminine healing arts, and those are a little bit for me harder to understand. Even though I love the practices, I love the stories, the inspiration, all of it, I am still a little bit learning about it, and I'm a student on a student level myself, because I'm very inspired, and I love talking about divine feminine, all the artfulness, the beautiful music, the positivity, the sisterhood that they are trying to create, as well as the old knowledge, the old practices, like for example, old sacred oils, like frankincense, myrrh, as well as spikenard, geranium. Like those are in my house for the moment, so I'm using them. Like this, the connection to the old story, but in a new way. That's what I like, but I've not fully integrated it all. Even though I can share the practices, I can guide you on a womb healing meditation. I can share like breath massage. I can share womb breath. Like I have beautiful exercises. I'm for my mind, I'm still a little bit seeking, so that's cool, I love it. But with the chakras that I know from the yoga, and then also obviously from the reiki, it makes absolute sense. And then it's just so colorful and fun, and it's a little bit into just inspired. I was a little bit inspired into getting to know how is it applicable. Like I get it immediately, like because I've seen it so often, like root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, crown. Those make sense to me because I've heard it so often. So root would be grounding, about grounding, and is probably the end of the spine, that with the body, concentrated on the body, but also the earth connection, so your groundedness, your connection to nature. And it's something that many people struggle with. Many people who are lost in fantasy, like from the mindset, I get it immediately. It's a typical theme. It's easy to understand, and it's very westernized already. So I don't need to understand this new program because it's not too new to me. And then like sacred chakra, sexuality, as well as creativity. There's a little bit the birth theme in it. There's a little bit the union, the partner. There's all this, lots of themes that is lots of our society is about those topics. Actually, we are lots about the sacred chakra. Like the root chakra is for many people just given, like they don't care about it, and it's the grounding, the home, the connection to nature, that is just there. But the sacral, that is already a little bit weak, and like as a society, I would say. And you can view it as inspired, as just from the topics, and then understand your own part of that journey. Just I'm all about creativity because I hate the over sexualized society. Like I hate being looked at as a woman in a short dress, as something that men want to fuck, literally. It's just a dress, it's summer, and it's just a body. So if you're not happy in your marriage, it's not my problem. And I'm more about the creativity with the sacred chakra for my own practice, because I want to get a little bit away, as well as I'm also doing Taoist practices and research and courses to understand more about the healing that comes in with like the energy work, working with the sexual energy is one of the primal energy forms. So it's one that you should generate, is very good for your health and well-being. And the Taoism is a great teacher about it because they have a very soft approach. It's not so much pushing you forward. It is just it's also very understandable. It does not make you want to. You don't need to study thousands of books to understand what to do. They just very practically tell you how the liver is affected, how any other organ might benefit, and just understand the energy as well. As for example, qigong is also Taoism, and it's good to like concentrate and nurture your organs. That's in the beginning it's a little bit new, but it's like very understandable. You focus on your organs, you send them positivity and energy, and it has a positive effect. And that is for me all sacred work because it does work with the sexual energy. That is not about sex actually. So that's a little bit different, but I cannot understand without books. I tell you without books that tell me exactly what I need to say about it because there are specific teachings, so I would just quote that in a workbook, for example. And a solar plexus about identity as well as inner strength, and also there's lots of sun connections, so warmth, and then the belly, digestion, so lots of topics around that too, that all of that's psychological as well as energy wise, as well as with alignment up, straight upwards sitting, and then core exercises are good for strengthening the solar plexus. I have a very weak solar plexus. I have a little bit of a weak identity from my own side. I'm a little bit fluid about who I need to be, how I want to be. Like I'm not slamming doors to just be me. I'm a little bit more like somebody who makes too many sacrifices for other people's liking or well-being. So I'm the more I'm getting, the less I'm doing it. But I've been a little bit very careful around people because I'm a little bit more balanced and calm also from my mindset. So other people, I just don't want to get in conflict areas or like yeah. I'm like I like a more I'm a little bit of a harmony seeker. So that's actually why I love sound bath so much. It's very harmonizing, and you can bring on all of the different tones that I love, and you make them your own, which is so beautiful. And yeah, that's what I like. That's what I like, and that's a little bit part of my solar plexus too. It strengthens me in a way that I do not harmonize. I use the sound and the teachings for harmonization. I did shift that. My need from just non-conflictful environment stopped when I set boundaries and said goodbye to people. And then the harmony part for me is the music, the sound, as well as the shared sound bath experience. So the little harmonizing craving is there, but it's full with practice and a healthy approach and very aware and balanced. So that's all you can learn from just 3 chakras, and then that continues up the spine. So, but it's a little bit, those are a little bit more spiritual chakras for me. It's more about self awareness and fulfillment than the lower chakras. And the throat chakra is very interesting actually for people. And yeah, I can always recommend that. And I know like I used to join a group program from a shaman in Germany, and she did always let people balance the chakras close off the session, and it does make absolute sense. It's a very easy, understandable way to check in with your energy, with your body, and then you just yeah feel alignment, and then yeah it's clean and sealed and well and done. So that's really cool. And um Yeah, that's a good step, but there is also various topics. I can write one book per chakra, and then you just have the whole chakra system working, and then I will definitely make the overview one for the chakra work, and then get into the different chakras a little bit more. And that's very interesting. I have books that I'm currently on my Audible, and I have few books that I need to buy. Mm. It's just also good for me. It's like very good input on your life. It's healthy. It's balancing. It's interesting. It's not too like intellectual, so it's easy to read. It's like very easy understandable, and like it's good entertainment for every day. And yeah, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. It does bring lots of good to me as well as to other people, and it's very understandable and easy approach. Like I'm not about complicated spiritual concepts because it takes lots of study to understand old lineages because they're quite old. There's always something to understand about it because if it's not that, it does not explain itself. As soon as a spiritual practice starts explaining you why this is necessary, like for example, Taoism tells you more to be mindful with your body, to feel into the body. That's the main message that I'm getting. And then sit there and practice awareness as well as sending energy and nourishing each and every single organ for more well-being. In a world where you're constantly overgiving, you're stressed, you're malnourished with like fast food and all that, that is a very good balance. Teaching it's very understandable and many people might click, because it's easy. You do practices. There are a few always good books. It's very ancient, so people might have heard about it, and it's also quite westernized. That's what I also like. Like I have a little bit of trouble if it's just Asian something. I don't resonate. It's too strict for me. It's not my wording. It's not my level of lifestyle. Like I don't resonate. But with for example, workshops that are for Westerners, I'm good. And or like American, European yoga teacher, I'm happy. But other than that, I have books. I bought a book from a yogi Indian perspective on the power of sound healing, but I don't like to read it. I don't like to read. For me, it's a little bit weird structured. There are so many quotes about people that I don't know, and it's like more overview with like a little bit more of a like just your European American author, Australian, I don't know, but like just it does not quote the constant lineage and all this background knowledge and all those people, just getting straight the information that I need. And then the overview, and then the quotes that I will be needing, and then new approach from neurology probably. So I like those better. I bought the wrong book for sure. I bought the wrong book for sure. But there are actually lots of studies why sound bath is very necessary and important for well-being, and does affect relaxation as well as your pain-free. Like that will help release pain. Like it's not you're not pain-free, but you can really let go and feel held and relaxed. That's not so easy if you're triggered, from an accident or surgery or just overall in your life you're very stressed. And then you have the sound healer that's job it is to hold the space and play for you and relaxing and calming. No pressure, no entertaining, no nothing. Just you time. And then there's the crystal balls, they have great effect, and they bring lots of good. They bring lots of good. They're very potent. Like I prefer using the crystal soundboards because they are just like the gong, very intense. In a room, you can feel the vibration. And that's a little bit the Tibetan voice is also true, but I don't love metal. I love the crystal glass ones much, much better. They are also very pretty. Like they always look good on pictures. So that's also why it's good for social media. I can use it, so it's fun and it's not very pricey. Like they are up to 100 to like 500. It depends on what quality you like. Are you buying big brands or small brands like on Etsy or Amazon? So, but it is kind of always the same sound. Like I don't hear a difference. Like I know people who have the gold chalice to play, and that's also quite intense sound. But I actually like the crystal balls the most, the most. And with my first crystal ball, I sat there, and every other day I played it just a little bit, 10, 20 minutes to focus on myself and to connect to my heart because it's a heart chakra ball. That is the tune that is set for the heart chakra, and it's actually very pretty and a nice beautiful green. And yeah, I can just play with one bowl for a long time. It's meditative, it's nice, it's relaxing. You're just focusing on the meditation as well as connecting to the sound, which is fun. And like, yeah, I'm still super excited about all of these new practices. Like it did help me come a little bit more in a spiritual place without yoga asanas, because that's the only thing I did except the nature and meditation music. So they have a huge variety of things to do. I'm still so excited. I'm constantly finding new music, new teachings, new learnings, new things to do. And yeah, it's just nice. I can see in my face that I'm looking more relaxed most days than before I found those practices, and it does really help me heal on a deep level. The sound is deep and it's like intuitive, you don't need to understand what you're doing, you don't need to see you're fixed or something. It's just the frequency work. I would describe that more as a frequency work, the sound bath for me. I find a higher pitch, a higher frequency. My mind is settling for a more positive mindset and like can overcome the darkness or the heaviness or the overwhelm or the stress with just sitting calm, serene, finding alignment, and then from that place moving on. And without needing to do all of the asanas because yeah, I have trauma. I don't want to be pushed on the mat. I had surgeries, like two, one on the shoulder, one on the thyroid. So I had not good luck medicine wise, but I had those practices without exercise. That did help me stay grounded and aligned and centered and peaceful and calm. So yeah, and that's what is a little bit my motivation. That's the place that I'm writing from. It is somebody who just found great tools, who learned lots of things from books and workshops, and on the like there's Gaia TV. I learned lots about Ayurveda there, and like the vlogs and podcasts. There's so much things to learn from, and I have this very specific approach that is just easygoing and lightful. Just I'm not pushy at all, and that's a little bit what I'm writing from, and that's how I am also excited about sharing it with people because I don't want to push my spiritual happiness onto them. I just want to invite them into getting into the practice too and finding their truth, their alignment, like the stress, the depressed. That's not your truth. You're more than those emotions and you can move them. And they move you. And with that little bit more rested, aligned, mindful state, and then obviously also adding my Reiki. That's the absolute magic. Like, yeah, that is my excitement. That is what I like. And yeah, I think that's it for today. Not adding anything specific. So done with the creative social media stream practice, and off I go making my pizza. Have a good evening, guys. See you again. Bye bye.